Welcome friends, this is Weaselfan. Welcome back to Minecraft on the NSG server once again. Today we're going to keep things nice and simple, nice and chilled the day before Thanksgiving. We're going to go ahead and start working on a potato farm, and we're going to learn how to reroute those potatoes to both breed some more villagers and go into a receptacle to further produce our bone meal. We're also going to go ahead and work a little bit on making the base look even more special. That'll be a nice treat at the end. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are. Let's go ahead and get into the work. Well, first on the agenda, we need to get a villager breeder and potato farm set up. I think I'm probably going to set it up over here where that tree is. I might try to leave the tree. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, and I like it. I haven't messed around with it. I've kind of been building around it. But before we do that, I wanted to show you a little bit of progress. I think I showed you this last time. This is the storage facility I've got. I've got a bunch of the chests set up as for sorting, but I also updated the floor. I had a bunch of white carpet on the floor. I didn't really think it looked that good. It was a little too messy. I realized I had a unique opportunity with having built this even numbers to use a lot of the glazed terracotta, and I can actually do the 2x2 patterns. So I did that with the light blue, and I think it looks really good. I have some white concrete, some blue ice, and some sea lanterns, and I really like this color palette. It's really nice and cool and clean. I feel pretty relaxed here. Got the water going down there in the nether portal, and through the nether portal is going to be the hallway. I've got it with some quartz bricks, some quartz slabs, some stairs, and some of the warped stem, and a path. And I'm going to have a doorway to like a walkway along the water line so I can get to all my farms. And I'm going to do some other rooms over here for like my furnace array, my alternate storage system array, everything like that is going to be along the rooms through this hallway. The main entrance is going to be through the roof over there, and maybe I'll make an emergency one through the floor in case I fall out and run out of rockets. Today's project, like I said, the first one's going to be building up a potato farm with some villagers and routing some of those potatoes to a bone meal and routing some of the potatoes for villager breeding because I need some villagers for my next set of projects. That warped, the weeping vines, it's okay. It gets me some bone meal. It's really slow and inefficient. I thought it would work a little bit better than it is. The numbers are not great for what I need the bone meal for because I definitely need to seed the tree farm a lot more because I need a lot more wood. So I think I might build the potato farm up, and if it's getting me better rates than the weeping vines, I might tear that down and use that space for something else. But we will see. For right now, though, I need to get some materials started, build up the farms, and get ready to move in some villagers to our new system of farms and breeders. I'm excited. Getting moving on with some more projects. I needed quite a bit of glass. I needed so much glass. Oh my gosh. 1 villager, 2 villager. Good luck, my friends. Bon voyage. Hasta la vista. I will see you on the other side. Whee! Oh, no, go that way. Keep going. Yes. There they go. Okay, so I got the 2 villagers back. That's them. They've actually like kind of changed. I guess they removed themselves from farmers in their default villager texture. Oh, he's loud. So yeah, they're just chilling down there. I've already tested. You can see that it is working. So how it works is, and this is my plan, these 4 are going to be potato farms with farmers. And there's going to be a villager sitting in the middle there. And as I throw the potatoes to that villager, it's going to be picked up by the hopper minecarts and sent down to this path. This path is going to go by these villagers first. These villagers are my breeding villagers. It's going to pick up the potatoes. They're going to try to pick up as many as they can to breed. And the ones that they don't pick up are going to come over here to this composter that's going to turn it into bone meal and then send it back down the system. I'm hoping that it works out fine. So far the breeder's working fine, and I actually didn't just throw the potatoes. I put the potatoes in the system and saw if they would pick it up through the path, and they do. It just simply pushes them against this honey block, and then they get pushed on the edge of the ice so that these guys will pick it up in the path. I'm hoping they don't pick up them all. I don't want them to take all of the potatoes. I don't think they should. I think it moves a little too fast for them to get them all. And then it just pushes them the rest of the way onto this hopper. This glass over here is panes, because if I was to do blocks, because they're just slightly off center, they get stuck on the ice. So it's either doing partial slabs like honey blocks through there, or just using some glass panes, which I think looks a little bit better. I might mess with it a bit. Oh, are we gonna get another baby? Let's see. Are they gonna make another baby? Oh no, I don't think they have enough. I don't think they have enough food. I don't have any more potatoes. So what I am going to do is manually farm a bunch of potatoes in here, throw them into the system, and get a little bit more villages working. I didn't want to bring over all the villages I needed from the village. It took forever. I made like about 7 or 8 stacks of rails to do that. And I just don't want to deal with that, too many of those guys. So I'm actually going to breed up the villages I need for the system with these 2 cedar villagers. I need 4 farmers and 2 for the middle bit. So I need 6 babies to be made. That's 1. I need to wait for 5 more. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to manually breed these guys with potatoes. Wait for those... Ooh, I'm sorry. Wait for the babies to grow up, get them back in the system, and I'll see if this is all functioning by then. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. This thing took me an embarrassingly long time to finish. I thought it was going to be a simple project. It turned out that there was a few spots that was just... Oh, I'm sorry. There were just a few spots that were incredibly difficult for me to figure out. One of them was right here, and let me see if I can get over to it. I haven't really built any scaffolding over to it, so you kind of have to go here. So the problem I was having was I wanted to have the potatoes come down here, go past the villager breeder, and then when they were filled up, go for compost. That way it's a farm that does 2 things at once. The problem is, first of all, the first villager breeder I had wasn't working. I don't know why, and I kind of didn't feel like fixing it. So I went back to the 4-bed circular villager breeder, but the problem was you need the water stream to go right, like within 1 block of the villagers for them to pick up the potatoes. But any blocks on top of these trapdoors stop the breeder. So my solution was I realized I was trying to do some weird stuff with like sticky pistons and slime blocks, launching them, but it was like going in weird angles. It was just a headache. But I realized that they pick up the items very fast if they have the inventory. All I need is 1 block available of water to them for them to be able to pick up the item. So I just simply have the water stream comes down like normal, it comes to the edge, and it rides on the edge of this block from the honey block. You know, it's right on the edge there over the 2 pixels. And they pick it up underneath this slab. If they have inventory, they will pick it up by the time it's there. They're still empty. They still have room. So all the potatoes these guys have been throwing have been getting picked up. So I can verify it's been 100%. They can pick it up over there. The idea is that when they are full, I tested it with items that aren't potatoes. Here, I'll even show you. I think I got some. Oh, I only have potatoes. A rocket. So if something like this is if they were filled up. It comes through and just goes down into these hoppers here. So I have to have 2 because it's split up like that. But yeah, it comes over to here. It's been working perfectly once I did that. Like I'm so frustrated that I spent all that time with the sticky piston for that to be the simple fix. But you know what? It works. I'm not going to fight it. After that, it was simply I got this little pit to down here, a water elevator for the villagers, and then I've just been cycling them through to automate. Oh, look, we might get another baby. Currently waiting for this one to grow up to get the last spot in, and then I'm just going to save the villagers over here. Yeah. Also, as I was here, I don't know if I told you guys, I think I figured out the problem with this thing. Well, I figured out the problem. I don't know what's causing the problem. So occasionally what happens is one of the stems will grow super low and end up actually filling in this spot down here. When that happens, it's supposed to push it out of the way, but occasionally it won't. I'm trying to figure out why it does that. But when it doesn't push it out of the way, it then gets stuck in there, and you have to clear it out. But when you do that, it then throws off the whole cycle, and you have to hard restart it for it to work. But if you know it's there and you regularly check on it, this thing's going way better than it ever has been. And I've been getting so much warped stem over here for wood. Oh, I need to figure out a better way to get inside. It's supposed to be through here. Yeah, let me just use the actual way I'm supposed to get in. I've been needing plenty of wood for my use. Got the cobblestone. But see, this is why I wanted the potato farm. I also had the weeping vines going the entire time I've been working on this project too. So the amount of time it took me to get this many warped stems, I got 18 bone meal. So it's not the best farm. Definitely going to tear it down for parts later. Hopefully this one will get me more. But these 2 villagers need to fill up their inventories before it can do anything else. But yeah, I am glad this is over because it's going to give us very close by villagers for my iron farm and my trading hall. Don't want to do a lot with trading halls. I got the shops for all the enchanted books that I need, but I kind of want to be able to get a lot of like quartz blocks, some golden carrots, things like that. So I'm going to build a smaller little trading area for the villagers to get those items that I'm going to need. Before we go, I just wanted to show you one last thing. I took my singular beacon that I had and I threw it up in the corner of the base I gave myself some regeneration resistance. I kept getting hit by things underneath the base, and it was kind of getting tiring. I didn't want to waste my Totem of Undying, so I thought I'd get a little bit of defense going. But I really like how it looks. Look at it going off in the sky. And since I planned for this to already kind of be an open roof always, I thought putting another 3 in the corners would be a really cool project and would really make my central area, my storage center for my base, look really special. I might dot them around other places, but I definitely want to get another 3 going and get some other buffs going and just get that really cool look up there. I'm really happy with this so far. Yeah. Coming out the door, you can see that. I want to kind of keep the farms up, so maybe I'll do like a little path that you can see the piping going across here so we can walk through all the farms instead of walking on top of the path. Get some windows going so you can see all the farms. One thing I want to do is I want to get rid of these stone bottoms. My plan is I'm going to get rid of that in total. It's just not worth it. But I want to get rid of the stone bottoms, and I want to do like a blue, maybe dark blue or light blue border filled with like a light blue or dark blue gas, or maybe some glass with some designs in it, encircling the entire farm. And those could be like my little modules with like entrances and stuff. I thought that would be kind of a cool looking way to the base. And I've got an idea for this one. Don't worry, it's not going to be a floating box forever. I got some ideas on how to fill in the area around it and above it and still keep the open interior, which is going to be my main entrance to the base. You just fly in and you can land in here and you're in my base. Yeah, I'm really excited for how this is going to turn out, and that looks absolutely amazing. Well, friends, I hope you had a fantastic time. We got a lot done. We got the villager breeder and the potato farm up and running, even though it was a headache getting that water stream running. And we also managed to turn on our beacon at base so that we get our resistance and health regen, and it looks absolutely fantastic from the storage facility. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. I hope you had a fun time. I hope each and every one of you has a fun and safe Thanksgiving this year. Just everybody stay safe with the virus. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode of Minecraft here on the NSG server. Goodbye, and I love you all.